Harkin RP is 1, holy shit, Mint's dead. 2, I need your assistance creating something.
Oh?
Joy's is more along the line of an existential topic, though less existential, where it's Hana wants to talk to Joy about the other oh god, what the fuck are they called? What is Joy? He's not an AI, he's a blank. VI. Hana wants to talk to Joy about the other VIs.
Okay.
So that's the topics.
Okay. How about we start off with which one do you want to start off with?
I am prepared to do either.
That's not which one you want to start with.
Ugh. Who do you want to play, Chance? I can go with either.
He feels like he's in the Joy mood. I say for Chance.
Do you want to be a bickering old man, or do you want to be a sweet, sweet boy?
How about we start off with a sweet, sweet boy, then we can be a bickering old man.
It always ended off at a high. Sounds good.
Oh god.
Alright. So, to clarify here, I can't hear the music bot, so if someone wants to change it to whatever, I don't care.
Well, this is for me and everyone else then.
Yeah, what's
Fuck
playing?
The same Joy music I was using before.
Okay, the happy one?
No.
The ambience.
Okay, perfect. So Hana's presenting pretty well as far as he's not in pain, the rashes have subsided.
Yeah.
So overall, I feel healthy.
Yep.
Aside from certain
you
things.
feel tired, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's normal, Hana.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Nothing is misplaced. You've done like a self-evaluation, and everything is normal.
Everything, of course, everything. That's
like there's.
I don't know quite everything.
There's like scar tissue from lacerations and stuff, but you're no longer it's being split open, so that's good.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
These are good things. Good. So, in his special quarantine room where I am once again placed in baby jail, is it something that it is quarantined to the point where I can be outside of my cog, or do I need to be in my cog in there?
I think you can be out of your cog in there at the moment.
Okay.
If we need to retroactively redux that, we can, but I think you're allowed to be out of your cog while you're in there.
Okay. So I feel like Hana's hanging out in there. Probably has a book or something. Datapad, all his shit to keep him entertained. Leaned up against the wall. And at one point, while he's just sitting in there, he'll just say the general air, because Joy will hear it. He'll just say, Nurse Joy, when you have a moment and aren't busy, may we have a word?
Yes.
There's no rush.
A few moments. No, it's all right. I'll be just a few moments. Need to finish up. Also, get your ass in roll 20 so I can send you whispers.
Oh, sorry, I'm on my way.
Yeah, and make sure Khan doesn't look over your shoulder.
I can't see shit. She's got the monitor position, so it blocks her other screen and gives me the arse end of the monitor screen.
I run down the stairs, boobily.
Good.
She's breasting boobily.
Okay, it's loading. It's loading. Mapping dungeons, establishing the server uplink.
I don't like that it's a server uplink.
Well, it wants to.
This music's too intense for Joy. I need to find my other one. There it is. Songs for Dead Planets.
Nice.
This one's not intense, and this is the one that we actually used. There we go, guys.
Alright, ready to go when you are.
Do you see the message that I sent?
I did, and I've replied.
Okay, very good.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, he's hanging out in his basically cell.
Yeah, it's really rude that, you're just kept locked up in there. But,
It's not the best.
precautions. It's understandable. Rye's always careful.
And we have to respect that, regardless of if it's
Exactly.
needed or not.
Exactly. And so, a few minutes go by, and finally, Joy materializes inside your shell. Sorry, I mean your room, not your cell.
It's a cell.
So, what was it you needed to discuss, Doctor?
Wasn't necessarily needed, which is why I prompted that this is not an emergency.
Well, there's no current emergency, so you have my attention.
Good. It was more a matter of, I suppose, curiosity.
Ah,
And I'll cut straight to the chase, since I imagine you're very busy.
unfortunately, yes.
We are aiming to attempt to depart from the drop.
At some point, yes.
That is the overall goal of
Yes.
what we hope for. So I suppose the question came into my mind. There are many systems here in this place?
This place as in the drop, correct?
Yes.
I would imagine so. These are massive complexes.
Of tear and make, no less.
Yes.
How are your fellow VI doing in the black box?
Some are doing better than others. Now that a communication has been set up between them and Minerva, it has gotten better.
That's good.
I would say so as well.
The environment is stable then.
Yes.
Has the expanding of the data within the black box been enough to ease some of the cramped anxieties?
It's still tight for many, but it's a... The space was about tripled, so it's a dramatic improvement.
He nods. In the instance that something goes wrong. Now, I'm not saying anything will, and I'm not hoping for that either. But should something go wrong, would you want them uploaded to the system here? He just kind of motions to where a window would have been.
Well, that's a difficult question. I can't assess the system here, and from what I've heard, place is dilapidated and falling apart in some areas.
Yes.
I imagine
some areas seem to be working better than others. Power is limited.
I would say that, assuming there's no VIs in the drop systems, it would be, while more spacious, it might be dangerous for us. But I can't give you a proper answer regarding that. But I do thank you for the thoughts. It's good to know that others are thinking about our well-being.
You're part of the ship, part of the crew, as far as I'm concerned, and they, by proxy, are as well, even if they haven't been the most friendly to us in the past.
Yes, thankfully, those two are being quite well entertained by the others.
Good. Well, if it comes down to it and that's something you need to discuss with them, just know that it's an option.
Well, it's something that I can bring up to Minerva, as ultimately it will be her decision, I believe.
You know, I think it would be only something to consider should the situation become dire.
That I would agree. Just willfully asking you to bring us out to a network and plugging us in would be quite a challenge and incredibly dangerous.
Yes. He nods. There's more to learn about this place as well. The electronics seem to be latent in most places. Though lights are off, many door controls still work, implying that there's some circuit still flowing. I don't know how many boards are connected.
Well, many Imperial vessels, the doors themselves have their independent power sources in case of power outages.
Is that so?
Yes.
That makes sense.
One of the many safety features, along with the ability to manually open doors, but I believe such features as that has been removed from many military vessels.
I believe so. It's, partially, I imagine, what came along with the banning of AI and VI. Further precautions were made, and worries of the doors being able to be hacked because they still had power running to them, etc., etc.
Not so much the fear of us turning. We, after all, we're, as far as I'm aware, I've never heard of a AI or VI that's turned against Terra, minus outside cases.
Outside cases.
The other drop that you have mentioned before, the one where the AI
Yes.
went rampant.
Yes, it went against everyone, I suppose.
Yes, but I meant more so the manual safety overrides that allowed you to open the doors in case of emergencies. Those have most likely been removed, the backup power sources would, I'd imagine, stay, as that's a more pressing safety matter.
Probably. Also, drop 121 for the record.
Ah, I see. Well, I don't actually see, but you understand.
You comprehend.
Precisely. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss, Doctor?
Not really.
All right.
Just wanted to run it by you and collect your thoughts on the matter.
He nods his head. Still, my thanks.
Of course.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. And that's not even an understatement. I'm a little tired,
You've
but
been
otherwise...
up and about for some time.
Exactly, on my feet, running around, doing all sorts of physical labor that I wouldn't do otherwise. It's not a surprise that I'm winded.
Yes. Well, it's good that you seem to be making a recovery. We'll have to further explore that. Maybe we can do something with your antibodies.
Why is it that I'm being held separately?
I did question Dr. Worski, but they didn't exactly elaborate.
It just seems odd. I'm in the best condition of everyone, and yet he motions to the room. This seems a little, excessive.
I believe Dr. Worski is just trying to mitigate any risks.
He shrugs.
You, after all,
Sure.
did have quite an extensive procedure performed on you.
I'm aware. And my outcome before was grim, at best. I'm sure you can agree.
He nods his head.
But now there are others out there that are in much worse states than I am. With much more, how should I put this? Oozing side effects.
Well, they are also being quarantined in a separate room. But yes, I do understand your concern. If you'd like, I could bring it up with Dr. Rai.
Maybe worth mentioning.
Of course, of course.
I'll still follow her quarantine procedures as requested. I respect the doctor's word, and I respect your word.
It's good to know that you respect our word. But yes, for the time being, her orders, I suppose.
That's what I assumed. Am I allowed to have additional items in here? There's projects I need to work on.
I can ask the doctor, but she's busy right now. Once she's able to have a moment of rest, I'll bring it up.
Sure. Well, he nods. Thank you for addressing my questions.
Of course. Do at least get some rest.
I've had a lot of that, and I will continue to. There's not much else to do here.
Of course, of course. And he will flicker away.
Just lays back down in bed. Not much to do at all. And I think that's a good place to cut that one.